and welcome to a beautiful evening at Champlin High School for CTN's live coverage of high school age baseball. The Champlin Park Rebels hosting the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind the plate. Amon Gupta getting the start for the Rebels and working quickly. A 1-1 pitch inside to Ian Wynn. It's 2-1.
Yeah, this should be a pretty good contest. Both couple of good teams here, and obviously coming in a beautiful field. They keep this field in excellent condition, so an opportunity to see a couple good ball clubs go at it here tonight.
Gupta delivers up high and finds himself behind the count, 3-1 to the leadoff man for the Cardinals. Both teams having similar success against the same opponents to this point in the season for the most part. I say season in quotations because this all really thrown together by the coaching staffs at the different high schools. A 3-2 pitch, grounded foul, and Wynn will get another chance.
Yeah, well, we talk about it all the time, just the fact that these young men are able to play here during the summer with all that's going on in the world and in the games actually at one time in doubt. It's great that they were able to get some things together and get some.
This one, Sky will stay in play. Fading and gets just out, nearly taken out the first base cam. But we'll try again at 3-2. Wynn getting his money's worth out of the game's first at bat.
Well, Wynn, a good hitter, good leadoff hitter, with his speed.
Goes after a high fastball, ends up missing and strikes out for out number one.
Yeah, Ian knew he wanted that one back. He's got a big smile on his face. Knew that he swung at some high heat.
And that'll bring up Ricky Petrov. Breaking pitch to start him was strike one.
That was a pretty pitch by Gupta, as he's looking to mix some things up here early in this first inning.
Fastball in on the hands, fouled to the backstop, 0-2. Petrov, a couple of hits last night, and the Cardinals come from behind win against Centennial. Had a couple other squarely hit balls, but right at the center fielder. That one way up high, not tempted even a little on 0-2.
Yeah, obviously a fun game last night, Joe, as you said.
Well, a little bit high anxiety, but I come
got
from
the
behind
win.
victory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Scored 3. There's that curveball, just misses off the outside edge. Petrov was tempted, but able to keep his bat on his shoulder and get to a 2-2 count. Yeah, Cardinals able to score 3 in the bottom of the ninth. And that curveball called a strike, so back-to-back strikeouts for Gupta to start the ballgame.
Yeah, that was, again, that pitch in the zone on the inside portion of the plate. Let's take another look at that.
A lot of break on that pitch. Just froze him as it looked like it was coming up and in.
Yep.
Dropped in at the knees for out number 2, and there it is one more time. Called a strike. That one scooped out of the dirt by catcher Camden Fox, but gets the call, 0-1. Antonio Manos trying to spark a rally. Fastball, high fly behind first base. Coming in from right is McIntyre. He makes the catch. And the Cardinals go down quietly in the top of the first inning. Rebels coming to the plate when we return. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Baby, you see, I cannot set you free. My lonely That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you
Back at Champlin Park High School after half an inning, no score.
Beautiful night.
It is. We haven't seen a lot of evening games. This one starting at 7:30 should see the lights come into effect. But before then, those outfielders and even infielders going to be struggling against the setting sun. Jack Varsity getting the start for the Cardinals. A low fastball hacked to the backstop by Sam Berg. It's 0-1.
Well, you've obviously seen a lot of this team, and you talked about Jack having a nice season so far from the mound.
Well, he's got some good stuff. He's probably got the hardest fastball in the Coon Rapids class of 21. And that little off speed was pretty good, but timed well by Berg, just out of the reach of Espinoza at third, and a leadoff single for Sam Berg.
Yeah, the way the Rebels want to start this one.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Aman Gupta, an opportunity to help his own cause with a runner on, nobody out. Tanner Thompson is hitting third on deck. Jamie Grindle is the cleanup man. Clayton Caswell, Dylan Shuck, Owen DeLong, Andrew McIntyre, Camden Fox, and Zach Shelby round out the order for the Rebels. Pitch up high. The throw down is not in time. Good jump by Berg. He's got a stolen base into scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, Berg had a nice lead off the base, and good jump, as you said. Able to steal that one, get a runner at second in scoring position.
Always put the speed at the top of the order.
That's why you always batted leadoff.
Yeah. Gupta watches another one up high, 2-0 the count. Pitch outside again, 3-0.
Champlin trying to see if they can do some damage in their bottom half of the first. Nobody out and runner at second. Good opportunity for the Rebels to gain the early lead.
Up high, a 4-pitch walk. 2 on, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the first for Champlin Park. Nine-inning game, so lots of ball game. And a scoreboard that works.
Cameron Stover is going to run for Gupta at first.
And now the shortstop, Tanner Thompson, will dig in. 2 on, nobody out. Pitch from Varsity, a fastball right back up the middle. Stopped by Racine, flips it, not in time. It's going to be an infield single. Everybody safe, nobody out.
Racine did a good job at least keeping it in the infield, not letting it get to the green, and got it in his glove, just couldn't get it out of his glove.
And so now Jamie Grindle, opportunity to do some damage early on. Curveball in for a strike, 0-1.
That was a nice pitch from Jack. Wants to be able to get that curveball working tonight.
Well, one of the more encouraging aspects of the win last night is they were down due to 4 errors in a 6th inning that saw them lose their lead and trailed all the way to the bottom of the 9th, but still able to come back, and just having that knowledge should help the team in the long run. 0-2 after the fastball inside, got a swinging strike, goes back to the curveball, bounced up the middle. Racine flips to Fierst for 1. The relay not in time. So a fielder's choice drives in the first run of the game and puts runners at the corners with 1 away.
See the ball hit to short. going to get the runner at second, but just not in time to throw over to first to double them up. Now you see if your defense again can do the job behind you and turn a pair.
Clayton Caswell, the center fielder, the opportunity with runners at the corners and only one out. Chases a fastball eye high and is behind in the count, 0-1. That one also high and inside on Caswell, and that one a little easier to lay off.
Nice job by Yun to get up and make sure he got that ball too.
A lot of foul territory
Yes.
behind him, so with that runner at third base, very important. This one hit well toward right center. Over for it is Wynn. He makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Stover. And RBI on the sac fly for Caswell makes it 2-0.
Yeah, Caswell does his job, drives the run home with that deep fly. No opportunity for Wynn to get the runner at the plate.
Petrov, Wynn, and Manos in the outfield for the Cardinals. Parker Roloff at first. Jackson Fierst at second. Andrew Racine, the shortstop. Dominic Espinoza at the hot corner. Aaron Young behind the plate, calling the pitches for Jack Varsity. 2 runs across here in the bottom of the first inning on a pair of hits. Curveball misses low, 1-0. Still have a runner on base. Grindle at first. 2 away, and it's Dylan Shuck, the first baseman, that digs in, trying to extend the inning for the home team. Check the runner, and Grindle is back safely.
It was a good opportunity for him there. He had a healthy lead off the bag.
Fastball up and in. It's 2-0 to Shuck. That one's right down the pipe, 2-1.
Good pitch from Varsity, making sure that he got that strike. Put it at 2-1.
This one hit back up the middle, got a little piece of it, did Varsity. Scoop by Fierce, flip to Racine for out number 3. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 left for the Rebels. It's 2-0 Champlin Park after 1. You're watching high school age baseball on CTN.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.
Back at Champlin Park in a quick 0-2 commanding advantage for Gupta. A 3-pitch strikeout of Jack Varsity to start the second inning. Third strikeout of the game for Gupta in 4 batters.
Gupta started to develop a little bit of a rhythm here. He's mixing his pitches up really well.
Well, and he does not waste time on the hill. Curveball in front of the plate to Espinoza, 1-0. Fastball at the knees evens the count, 1-1.
Yeah, he's locating his pitches very well, and as we talked about, he's mixing that really nice curveball in with some fastballs and getting Coon Rapids to commit at some pitches.
Another fastball called a strike, 1-2. Fastball, late swing by Espinoza, and another strikeout. As Gupta has retired the first 5 he's faced relatively easily.
Yeah, and again, he's just, you know, as this game is early still, but he seems to get stronger with every pitch. It's up to Coon Rapids to figure him out.
Parker Roloff got a piece of it, fouled back into the umpire. He brushes it off like it ain't none but a thing.
It wasn't.
But nice thing for Camden Fox. Take a walk out to the mound, have a word with Gupta, and give Blue a chance to shake it off a little bit. Even if he doesn't ask for it, it's the right thing to do, Catch.
He does a nice job of controlling the game. He was the official in the game before this, and he was getting a little flack from one of the benches. He wasn't going to take it.
Curveball misses down to the dirt, evens the count, 1-1. Lays off that early breaking curveball again in the dirt. Good stop by Fox. 2-1. And the fastball at the letters evens the count. Goes back to the curveball, called strike. Gupta is cruising. 5 strikeouts in the first 6 he's faced. He sent them all down, and Champlin Park right back in the dish when we return on CTN.
Hey! Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my 3rd child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Varsity back on the mound, hoping he can silence the Rebels and equal his counterpart. Not a terrible first inning.
No.
But, you know, the Rebels able to put some balls in play in the right spots, get a couple of hits, a couple of runs. And he jumps ahead on Owen DeLong, 0-2.
it's just a matter of, if he continues, obviously pitching, mixing his pitches up too and finding the zone. It's a matter of the batters trying to figure out Gupta at this point in the game.
0-2 pitch goes to that curveball, called strike. Great scoop by the catch.
DeLonga didn't agree with that call. Yeah, in fact, he looked over at his manager thinking, are you going to say something? Did you think that was a strike? But the man in blue is always correct.
Well, it's all about where it crosses. So you
Correct.
see where Yun catches it,
Yeah.
brings it way back up to frame it. But said it crossed through the zone, broke at the right spot. That fastball down low skips underneath Yun to the backstop, 1-0. Right fielder Andrew McIntyre getting his first look at Varsity here in the bottom of the second inning. Another fastball missing low, 2-0.
Well, it's important to get that first out of the inning, and you just obviously want to get a chance to get back to the plate.
This one rolled to the right side. Roloff scoops it up, flips to Varsity. He dropped it. And that's one Roloff needs to just take himself. He had plenty of time.
I was surprised he didn't go to the bag with that. He did have plenty of time. It's always a little dangerous when you're flipping the ball and you've got to make sure your pitcher catches it and steps on the bag. And that time it just popped out of his glove. But yeah, he had plenty of time to run to the bag.
So the error will put McIntyre at first and bring the catcher Camden Fox to the plate. Pitch down and away, 1-0. Missing down and away again, 2-0.
Lassie just has to shake that off, not let it get to him.
Double play behind him would help. Tries for the pickoff, sliding back safely is McIntyre.
Yeah, a double play behind him would help greatly, get him out of the inning.
Of course, back-to-back strikeouts would help too.
That would be okay as well. We'll take any of
Strikeout,
those.
throw out, double play.
Pick the runner off at first would be fine too. A whole lot of options.
That one skipped in the dirt and away from Yund, and over to second base goes McIntyre, and that'll take the double play out of the equation.
We'll see the pitch here. Tough one for Yund to make sure he wanted to make sure he kept it in front of him, but couldn't do it.
It's got to smother that ball. Fastball in there for a strike, 3-1.
So harsh on him. It's like you're his dad or something.
Don't count on your glove.
Yeah,
it's down low.
Got your body in front of it.
That's right. Another fastball. This one up the middle, fielded by Fierst over to Roloff for out number 2. Over to third on the play is McIntyre, but now 2 away.
A big second out here in the inning, and you just got to be concerned about that hitter at the plate.
Well, and there not a lot of rules in this summer baseball that we're playing. So batting 10 are the Rebels. This is their 10th batter, the second baseman, Zach Shelby, with 2 out, and McIntyre at third. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
A nice pitch from Jack, obviously starting him off 0-1. It's important for Coon Rapids to get out of this inning without any damage. It's early.
Great
Nice pitch.
curveball right there. Froze Shelby, got Varsity ahead in the count, 0-2. Fastball up high, and Shelby wisely lets it go by. One-two pitch Chop back up the middle. That was a high curveball. The throw from Racine to roll off in time, though. And the error doesn't come back to hurt the Cardinals. Still, it's 2-0 Champlin Park as we head to the third. You're watching Prep Baseball on CTN.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.
Hey! Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Sun streaming in as we've reached the third inning here at Champlin Park. Bottom third of the order, 2-0 for Coon Rapids. Jackson Fierce fires one foul on the first offering from Gupta here in the third. Gupta has been cruising. Fastball called a strike. 0-2.
You know, he's keeping those pitches, for the most part low. And he's gotten the couple of the batters, Coon Rapids batters, to swing at some high heat.
This one line to left, and a leadoff single for Jackson Fierce.
Solid base knock for Jackson. So he gets Coon Rapids started here. This top half of the third.
We'll bring up the shortstop, Andrew Racine. See how Gupta operates with a runner on base. First time he's been in that situation. Fastball just above the belt on the inside edge gets him ahead in the count. 0-1 to Andrew Racine. This one popped up left side. Over for it is Thompson from short. He makes the catch. And that's out number one.
He got underneath that one a little bit. Pretty easy play for the shortstop.
That'll bring up the catcher, Aaron Yund. Scored the winning run in the bottom half of the ninth inning last night.
I love it.
Fastball up high, 1-0.
How's his patience been at the plate?
It's always been pretty good.
Good.
And obviously I'm biased, but he's got a very discerning eye. Sometimes I want him to be more aggressive like that. And if that stays fair, and it did, and that's going to be an infield single that went 5 feet from the plate.
Hey, you'll get on base any way you can. He planned it that way.
Well, and Fox, wisely figured for sure this is going foul, and he saw the jump that Young got out of the box. He probably would have had a good shot if he scooped it right away, but thought it might still be moving. But it just died, absolutely died. So runners at first and second, one away, back to the top of the order, and Ian Wynn. Wanted that, but wisely holds off as it falls down and away for ball one. You don't have to hit it hard.
No.
You just have to put it where they...
And keep it in fair play.
I wouldn't count on that one getting you a base knock.
No.
More than 1 out of 10 times, but...
Hey, we'll take the one time it happened.
But after, going perfect through the first 2 innings, 2 hits on 3 batters here in the bottom part of the order for Coon Rapids. Win a little late on the fastball. 2-1. This one skied to right, and it is off the wall. Fierst is coming home to score. Yund will hold up at third. An RBI double for Ian Wynn. And the tying run just 90 feet away.
Yeah, Wynn gave that one a ride, too. As it dropped at the back of the right field wall. It came as a shot off the bat. You're going to see it fall just right in front of the wall in right field.
And now Petrov could tie the game with an out to the outfield. Pitch down in the dirt, 1-0. This one hit high and deep to left. Back on it is DeLong. It is gone! Oh, no, it's off the top of the wall, but Yund will score. Here comes Wynn right behind him. And that's a 2-run double for Ricky Petrov. Coon Rapids takes the 3-2 lead.
Yeah, again, back-to-back batters giving the ball a ride, and I thought that one was out as well, Joe. But
it's hard to tell with the white
Yep.
of the fence, the advertisements out there. With the way he was still looking up as he reached the wall, it looked like it was gone. Tonio Manos at the plate now takes a fastball for a strike. He's another guy that can do some damage to the ball. Number of Coon Rapids hitters that carry heavy bats. A little late on the fastball that time, though, and it's 0-2. Curveball and good stop by Fox. Tack the ball in the dirt.
Yeah, again, keeping your body in front of the baseball.
Going at the ball.
And going at it is right, yep.
Another one in the dirt. That one skips away. Petrov trying to get to third, and he will succeed as the throw pulled Berg toward the foul territory. And it's 2-2 now to Manos. Still only one out in the game. Another one in the dirt. Fox able to take this one off the chest.
He's had a busy inning.
Keeps it in front of himself, though.
Yep, he does.
Fouls that one back off the backstop. It'll stay 3-2. 4 hits, 3 across. Runner at second base. Only one out here in the top of the third inning. Coon Rapids finally getting to Aman Gupta a little bit. This one chopped back toward the mound. He comes home, and Petrov tagged out at the plate. They get the lead runner, and Manos goes to first.
Yeah, and that's a big second out of the inning for Champlin Park to get that runner from coming in from third.
And Fox did a nice job of coming out to meet the ball again, and this time blocking the plate. That one jammed him in on the hands. Hard fastball gets Varsity swinging, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, runner at first now. Throws over, and he got Manos off at first. But Coon Rapids comes back to take the lead. 4 hits, 3 runs, none left. It's 3-2. Coon Rapids after 2.5 on CTN.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. Kevin, I need that back. No. Kevin!
Champlin Park High School, ready to start the bottom half of the third inning with all kinds of warning here on CTN.
Yes. Oops, here we are. Get a little behind-the-scenes conversation.
Coon Rapids scoring 3 in the top half of the inning to take that 3-2 lead. Sam Berg, top of the order here for Champlin Park. Singled and scored in the first inning. That pitch in the dirt. Oh, we've got Ricky Petrov
yep,
on,
I just
on
noticed
the mound.
it.
And he's quickly behind in the count, 2-0. Looks like Jennings Jermua now out and left. It's a good fastball for a strike, 2-1. So I'm assuming Varsity will stay in the batting order as the DH now for Jermu. But I could be wrong. And the bets are off in this league. You can do wild, weird substitutions and re-entries. Wild curveball from Petrov, skips to the backstop, 3-1. I don't know that we've seen Ricky pitch yet this year. He has definitely pitched in the past. He's got a good, strong arm. Strike makes it 3-2.
Well, Berg was taking on that pitch.
Good athlete. 8th grader, he went to the state tournament in Nordic skiing.
Yes.
That one just misses ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Berg. Berg had a stolen base when he got on to lead off the first inning. That'll bring up Aman Gupta. Gupta, a 4-pitch walk his first time up. And his run, his runner ended up with the second run. That pitch down in the dirt. And over to second goes Berg. He had a good break even on a good pitch. I don't know if Yund has a chance to throw him down. He was well on his way, but that pitch in the dirt, so
yeah,
no chance.
Not at all.
This one fouled, back behind the plate. 1-1 to Gupta.
The Rebels trying to at least tie the score, if not regain the lead here. When that hit him.
Gupta throws away his protector for his arm that didn't do him much good when he took it in the lower part of his back. Oh, right off the meaty part of his body. That's, hey, if you're going to get hit, that's probably the best place.
Just don't throw your arm out throwing your glove over to, or your
that would be
glove.
yeah, that would be bad.
Because
he's throwing a really nice game.
Yeah.
Tanner Thompson in now. He had a single. First time up. Takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. This one hit to short right center. It'll drop in no man's land. Scooping on the run was Tone. The throw to second was not in time. Everybody safe on a little bloop single. Tanner Thompson, an infield single in his first at bat that loaded the bases with nobody out. This time a little bloop single to short right center that loads the bases with nobody out here in the third.
Yeah, just hit it just over the infield, found the green. That throw in, hit the bag, and got away.
Fastball fouled back by Grindle. Grindle drove in a run with the fielder's choice up the middle. Same situation he finds himself in here, bases loaded with nobody out. His team trailing now, though, by a 3-2 score. Down in the dirt, good stop by Young this time. Keeps everybody steady, 1-1.
Well, definitely with nobody out, the Rebels threatening again, as they did in the first inning.
This one grounded to the left side, out of the reach of a diving Espinoza, stopped up by Racine before it can get too far, but everybody moves up one base. We're tied at 3, an RBI single for Jamie Grindle. He's got 2 ribbies in the game, and we're tied at 3.
Yeah, you saw there with Espinoza trying to valiantly get that ground ball, but not able to do so, and obviously a run's going to score.
Clayton Caswell, sacrifice fly to center his first time up. Fastball outside, 1-0. Tough position really for Petrov, as I mentioned. I don't think he's pitched yet this year. And, in a game you just took the lead. And then get into a little bit of trouble right out the gates. He needs an out.
He definitely needs an out.
I'm going to go with slow roller back to the pitcher's mound. 1-2-3 double play.
All right, you heard it here first. Joe Young's calling it.
It's one of my favorite double plays. This one,
a
little bit hard, out of the reach. They're going to get the runner at second, but that's it. Oh, and they say that he's safe. Now he's out because he's off the base, but I'm not sure how they called him safe in the first place. But he's out now.
He is.
Huh. It looked like a
I
good
thought he had.
play.
Let's see it again.
I'm not sure if he said he beat it there, or did Racine step off the bag before.
It's tough to see from that angle. You've got to slide in with a lot of dirt.
Either way, it's going to be
I don't know.
Well, then it's going to have to be an RBI single for Caswell rather than a fielder's choice, because Grindle technically got tagged out after moving off the base he'd already reached safely. So it'll be an RBI single as opposed to a fielder's choice. But that's out number 1. They needed that. They would have rather not given up the
Coon Rapids
run, but
no, they would have not. Coon Rapids certainly didn't have him hold the lead here for very long, as they scored 3 in their top half of the third.
Runner is going. The throw is to Fierce, charging in, trying to get that runner from third, but over safely is Caswell. That technically is going to have to be fielder's indifference. This one rolled to second. Fierce to roll off for out number 2. Another run comes home, and Caswell moves over to third. It's a 5-3 lead for the Rebels.
Did a nice job just keeping that ball on the right side of the infield, allowing that run to come across.
Pitch up high. Owen DeLong called out on strikes. The only strikeout victim in the order for the Rebels so far. Did not miss by much, but inside 2-0. And they marked it up there as a strike. Usually it's called a strike with the right hand. But
well, you said anything goes in this league, so.
I'll take their word for it. I'm just following this. I'm just following the scoreboard. Although they had a 1-2 to Dylan Shuck, or 2-1 to Dylan Shuck before he ever even.
Got
now
to the
they
plate.
say it's 3-0. Which okay, now they're on my page. There's a called strike, and hey, what do you know? He signaled it with the right hand. Singled it too,
as well.
Also,
in addition,
as well as, relatively close.
Yeah, relatively.
No question. This one skied up into foul territory. Espinoza underneath it reaches back and makes the catch to end the inning. But 3 runs score on just 2 hits for the Rebels. They take that lead right back. It's 5-3 Champlin Park as we move to the 4th inning on CTN.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yun, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Beautiful night for baseball. Bring your friends to the park.
A lot of people here tonight. It's a really good crowd.
Jack Varsity was at the plate when Tone Manos was picked off at first to end that 3rd inning. So he will start anew. And quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Both teams putting up 3 runs in the 3rd inning. As quickly as Coon Rapids erased the lead, Champlin Park reestablished it, and that one fouled off the leg of Varsity.
Yeah, like I said.
Unfortunately, our umpires saw it.
Yep.
I've seen those quick plays like that where they don't quite catch that it went off the batter. And 0-2. Fastball in there, called 3rd strike. 2nd time that Varsity's been punched out looking at a 3rd strike. 6th strikeout of the game for Gupta.
Home plate official very animated. I love it.
Curveball rolled fair just inside the first base bag, but an easy play for Dylan Shuck, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring up Parker Roloff. Roloff also a strikeout victim, first time up. Curveball outside, 1-0. definitely don't have time to get comfortable in that batter's box with Gupta on the mound. Starts curve, goes to the heat. As you talked about, mixing his pitches up pretty well.
He has been. He had a rough inning, obviously, last inning.
Fastball misses high, and Roloff able to keep his composure and keep the bat at bay. 2-1. Gupta comes right back at him with another fastball. This one fouled back. It's 2-2. That's, I think, the first time we've seen him throw the same pitch three times in a row.
Yeah, he'd been
all game.
He'd been kind of mixing his fastball, and then he'd throw a curve and go back to the fastball and kind of alternate that way.
There's the curveball, and it's popped up in foul territory. Over and underneath it for the out is Dylan Shuck. And another very quick inning for Gupta and the Rebels in the field. They'll bat with the lead in the bottom of the fourth after this on CTN.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything. I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor. If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Been a bit of back and forth early in this ball game. Champlin Park came out roaring, got a 2-run lead in the top of the first inning. Coon Rapids able to respond. A couple of big back-to-back doubles by Ian Wynn and Ricky Petroff gave them a 3-2 lead. But then Champlin Park answers in the bottom half of that inning with 3 runs of their own, and they're right back in front, 5-3. Andrew McIntyre leading off. This one rolled back to the mound, skips away from Petroff, and he will reach safely.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a ball that normally should be an out. Just got away from him.
This one took a weird hop and goes right off of his knee instead of into the glove. Skips away from any chance to get McIntyre. He's at first. Get this. There's been 2 Coon Rapids errors in the game. This one is called a strike. The throw
nice
in time,
throw.
and he is out. And I mean, he was out by a lot.
Yeah, really nice throw down. Young didn't waste any time. He just snapped that throw down to the bag.
Put it in a perfect spot. They show bunt, takes a strike, and then look at.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, no chance.
Nope.
To
Perfect
get
throw.
there.
Perfect throw.
I'd like to see Fierce put the glove on the ground instead of reach for him, but definitely a nice look, and great curveball right there from Petroff to get himself ahead in the count 0-2. Just before that happened, I was going to say, Mac, there's been 2 errors on the Cardinals in the game, both charged to the pitchers, and it's Andrew McIntyre that has reached base on both of those. Went chasing one out of the zone, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout. First strikeout of the game for Petroff in his second inning of relief. Because you remember the first one was the roller to first, and then the flip exchange that got away from Varsity that allowed him to reach base in the second. Then he reaches on the weird hop that got away from Petroff. Great pitch right there. He's found the curveball.
Well, I was just gonna say he's had a better 4th inning than he did a 3rd inning, so he's kind of settled down a little bit and found the zone.
That one outside evens the count. They ended up as 0-2 on the board for a second. I was going to say, if they gave him that one a strike, it's awfully generous. Jan snow-coned it behind the plate.
Yeah.
Big swinging strike. It's a 1-2 count. And then another strikeout. So a leadoff man gets on by an error but gets caught stealing. Then back-to-back strikeouts and a nice smile from Petrov as he returns to the dugout. Cardinals a chance to hit, trying to come back. They trail 5-3 after 4.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their firsts with you.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
It's in Fierce, first pitch swinging, short right field, and he'll drop in front of a charging Caswell. And a leadoff single. He started the rally in the third inning with a leadoff single. Trying to start another one here in the bottom of the fifth by leading it off with a little bloop single. And now Andrew Racine. Pop up to short first time up. This fastball up and in, 1-0.
Well, great way to start the top of the fifth here as they're Coon Rapids trailing by 2, looking to get back, get a couple of runs back.
This one hit on a line, bounces away from the glove of Berg. Everybody will be safe. And as much as I want to give Drew a hit on that one, I think I've got to call that an error.
It is an error. They should have had
slapped his glove closed before the ball got there.
He should have.
That was a line drive. Should have been an easy out.
Yep.
I don't know if Berg was thinking about trying to throw over and double up Fierce, but 2 on, nobody out, and Yund at the plate. Had the monstrous single his first time up. Puts that bunt even further down the line. Trying to beat it out, and he does. Putting it in his pocket is Gupta. It'll be a bunt single. Everybody safe.
And that was a pretty bunt, too. He laid that down perfectly. And as you mentioned, he's got some speed down the base pass. They were just a perfectly placed bunt.
Well, and just nobody there
Nobody's
yet.
Covering the bag.
Late reaction by second base. It's Myers-Schmitz at second base now, and a meeting at the mound with bases loaded. Nobody out. This bottom half of the order
been productive.
Has given them fits.
They have.
7 and 9 hitters, both 2 for 2. But yeah, his bunt went twice as far as his swing.
Yeah, it did. It really did. That's
good.
True. So
that's
funny.
good. I figure I knew they would bunt him because he's got speed. He's
Absolutely.
left-handed and he's got 2 on, nobody out. He'll definitely give up the strike or give up the out to get your tying run into scoring position and back to the top of the order. Ian Wynn, a strikeout his first time up, an RBI double in the third, and he would come home to score what at the time was the go-ahead run, 3-2. Now he's got bases loaded, nobody out here. And he takes a curveball that just misses low, 1-0.
Yeah, that ball he hit for a double, it was a shot off the bat.
Well, he can thump, and you want to talk about speed.
He's got a lot
kid
of
is
speed, yeah.
Lightning fast. Goes back to the curveball, misses again. It's 2-0. And now Gupta in the unfortunate situation that you have to bring a good pitch to a good hitter. and he's got more good hitters just lined up behind him. The top of this order is very dangerous. Wynn thought about it, but holds off, takes a strike at the knees. It's 2-1. Infield in, trying to cut down the run. This one fouled back and out of play. It's 2-2.
Yeah, and Gupta, as you talked about, he has to be careful what he offers to this. This
well,
part
at
of
least
the
now
lineup.
he's in a better count at 2-0.
He is.
I was surprised that Ian didn't tee off on that fastball, but thought it was a little bit low, not what he wanted. And now Fox and Gupta want to discuss things.
Set outside, E.
Curveball hit well to right, backing off is McIntyre and able to make the catch. Both front runners tag and advance. It's a one-run game. And runners at the corners, only one away.
Yeah, he didn't hit that ball as far as he did the last at bat, but he did it enough to advance the runners and score a run.
And now Ricky Petroff, also a double last time up. He drove in 2 with his base knock. Racine at third, Yund at first. Yund is going, the pitch is low, fakes he made the throw, and Yund is there safely. I thought he faked the throw.
Yeah.
He airmailed it a little bit over
He
the
did.
top of the base, and Yund's got a slide there.
Yeah, I was a little surprised he didn't.
I think he confused him because he saw the. Oof.
Yeah, made it close.
That was close.
Yeah.
I think he thought he was out. Pitch up and in. It's 2-0 to Ricky Petroff. Remember, Petroff's the pitcher that hit Gupta, and Gupta certainly did not take kindly to it.
He did not.
Chin music. This one skied into foul territory. Underneath it is Berg, and it kind of broke back against his body and falls behind him, and Petroff has new life.
He's had a tough inning so far.
And again, this is a part of the order you just don't want to make a mistake to.
Oh, and give a second chance to.
Well, and this is the third trip to the mound for Fox in this inning. Trying to limit the damage here. Two runners in scoring position, only one out. Fastball fouled to the backstop, 2-2. Eyes got a little big on Petroff on that one. His pitch maybe a little bit up out of the zone, but this one hit to the left side, fielded by Thompson. The throw in time to get the out. Yund advances to third. Racine comes home. We're all tied up.
And the important thing is you get that run across.
Productive outs.
Yeah, absolutely. You score a run, I'll tie it up.
Wait a minute. What just happened? Ricky Petroff just grounded out.
I think.
But did they intentionally walk Manos?
Yeah.
Must have, because
Yeah.
Jennings Jermu stepping in. He's playing out in left field now. Replaces Varsity, the starting pitcher in the order. This one in on the handle, popped up in foul territory. Fox giving chase, but nearly getting it over near the dugout was Dylan Shuck. But now it's Germu who has more life.
I think he ran a little too far and had to try and reach back for it.
0-2. The count to Germu. Got a piece, but it's squeezed by Fox for the strikeout. And that will end the inning, but a couple more runs on 2 more hits for the Cardinals. We're tied at 5 in the middle of the 5th. Rebels will try to respond after this on CTN.
County hopes construction of the overpass can start in March or April and be finished by the start of the new school year.
Yes, I'm going to live to be 100.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. What they came back with, a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young. And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really
We are indeed. And starting the bottom half of the 5th with the top of the order for the Champlin Park Rebels, Sam Berg. A single and a walk in his 2 trips. He scored twice.
Again, now Champlin Park will add that lead, looking to see what they can do in the bottom of the 5th, see if they can get it back.
Fastball called a strike, evens the count 1-1. Petrov, a pretty solid inning in inning number 4.
Yep.
Had a little bit of a rough go to get going in his first inning of work.
Oh yeah, he looked like a different pitcher from one inning to the next.
I'd like to try and find that rhythm again here in the 5th. Three and 1. Called strike, nice little bend to that, and it had speed on it. What definitely wasn't the curve we've seen him throw, but something that moved, looked like a little bit of a cutter inside. Maybe a 2-seam.
And Berg tried to pull away from it. Thought that ball was coming a little too much on the inside.
Out in front of that, but able to get a piece of it. Foul it off and stay alive. Times that curveball and drops it into right center for a leadoff single. His second hit of the ball game.
Yeah, he fought that pitch off and he found the green in the outfield. A nice way to start the inning for Champlin Park.
Aman Gupta has reached base both times, and his runner has scored both times. He'd rather reach again the way he did the first time and not the second.
Yes, correct.
Walked in the first, hit by a pitch in the third Takes a fastball for a strike and is behind in the count 0-1. Check on the runner, and sliding back safely is Berg.
A nice throw over to the bag, too, to make it a relatively close play.
Fastball fouled into the dugout. Guys over there trying to maintain some social distancing. There's a lot of them, though.
Yeah, there are.
So they're standing up on that bench, and
Yeah,
that one,
they had to move
they had
quickly.
to duck away. Don't want, we don't need anybody to lose teeth here tonight.
No.
0-2. This one hit into right. Manos is there for out number 1.
Manos just having to go a little bit to his right to make that catch. Relatively nice, easy play for him.
Well, Gupta got the good part of the ball on, or a good part of the bat on the ball, but it's not easy with the speed the Cardinals possess in the outfield, especially right in center, to find much territory that you can get the ball down. Tanner Thompson, 2 for 2, has scored a run. Check on Berg, and he slides back safely. Runner is going. Called the pitch out. The throw is there.
No, he couldn't hold the ball.
He dropped it.
He did. Another nice throw.
Great call on the pitch out, though. Perfect call. The throw is there, and he swept the tag, but the ball pops free, and Berg is safe at second.
Yeah, unfortunately, just couldn't keep it in the glove. And again, the nice throw down to the bag by Yund. Yeah, that's too bad.
Berg got a nice jump.
He did. It was a really nice throw.
He never caught it. I thought it popped out on the
I did as well.
On the sweep. So now a runner in scoring position. Tanner Thompson with a 1-1 count at the plate. This one, a hit on a line is short left. They're going to hold Berg at third. 3 for 3 on the game for Tanner Thompson.
Again, he jumped at the first pitch. Solid base wrap. So now runners to the corners and just the one out.
Jamie Grindle, the hitter, he's also reached twice, driven in 2 runs. Drove in a run with a fielder's choice ground ball up the middle in the first. Singled in a run in the third. He's got runners to the corners, only 1 out. Good pitch there from Petrov. It's 0-1. Runner is going. They throw down. Fierst is charging. They're coming home. Throw not in time. The double steal successful. And the Rebels retake the lead. 2 stolen bases in that trip for Sam Berg. He has now scored 3 times in the ballgame.
And just trying to get that throw is off. A little short.
Well, and that's a tough play
That
on,
is a tough
on the
play.
cross when you have
Yep,
a real
absolutely.
speedy runner at third. And he was already cheating down. This one hit well to right center. Long run. Manos gets there, though. Does not make the catch. Took his eye off the ball. And they got the
I think
runner.
they got him.
They're saying he did not tag him. He is safe. Racine definitely tried to sell it.
I thought he tagged him, but head coach Matt Moss is now going to take a walk to the mound, talk to Ricky.
So Thompson had tagged, and he probably would have moved over anyway. But I think Tone just setting up for the throw.
Oh yeah, he missed him. Yeah, but he did sell it well.
So a two-base error will put Grindle at second. Thompson moves over to third. Still only one out, one already across. A 6-5 lead for the Rebels. And now Clayton Caswell, a sacrifice fly, first time up, and then an RBI single his last time at the plate. And this is not Clayton Caswell.
This would be
Justice
Knight.
I like it.
Correct.
It's a good name. Knight chops this one foul. He's behind in the count 0-2. Curveball misses outside, trying to tempt him on a pitcher's count, and can't get Knight to offer. It's 1-2. Way up high, 2-2.
Good opportunity for Champlin Park to continue to build on this lead here with just one away.
Foul to the backstop, and Knight stays alive. That one fouled, came back and hit Knight, so. Two and two.
Well, Thompson getting a healthy lead off a third.
Would have made it tough if that had been a fair ball.
Yeah.
To throw down, get the out at first, and try and get the ball back to the plate. Great squeeze by Yund, a little tick foul by Knight, but Yund able to squeeze it closed, and that is a strikeout and a big second out.
Huge second out
for Petroff and the Cardinals.
You go, Ricky.
Love the reaction.
Yeah.
Looks back, sees it squeezed to the catcher's misses. Dang. This one hit on a line to center. Wynn not able to make the catch. 2 runs are going to come in and score, and it is a 3-run lead for the Champlin Park Rebels.
Yeah, a couple of balls hit to the outfield that should have been caught and did not, and continue this inning for Champlin Park. So he had to come in on the ball, and it was low, but that's one that he should catch every time.
If it hits you in the glove.
Yeah, you have to close it.
And that's 2 on relatively sure-handed outfielders
absolutely.
in this inning that, of course, as soon as I started talking about how speedy they were and hard to find grass out there, and they both get charged with errors in the inning. Lead is 8-5 for the Champlin Park Rebels. Owen DeLong takes a pitch down and in. It's 2-0. But again, struggled through some errors in last night's game, another high-scoring affair that saw them down late in the game, and they came back to win. Still a lot of ball game to be played here.
Plenty.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 1 on, 2 out. Pitch upstairs, 3-0. But yeah, 2 errors in the inning. Like I said earlier, they were 4 errors in a single inning last night by the Cardinals against Centennial. Saw them at about the same time. It was the 6th inning last night that saw them make 4 errors and give up the lead, and then they were trailing by 3 until late in the game. A walk puts 2 on with 2 out.
Young's going to take a walk out to talk to Petrov about how they want to approach it here with 2 away.
Cameron Stover will be the batter. His first at-bat. Good pitch right there, called a strike, 0-1.
After giving up the walk, it's good for him to come back and get that first pitch in there for a strike.
Fastball called a strike, it's 0-2. Good curveball, great stop by Yun.
That ball down in the dirt. Yun able to make sure he got his glove on it.
Got him, great pitch to finish it. Really a solid inning from Petrov. A couple of rough plays in the outfield for the Cardinals. So 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. 2 hits, 2 left for Champlin Park. They retake the lead. It's Champlin Park 8, Coon Rapids 5. You're watching live prep baseball on CTA.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Aman Gupta continues here in the 6th inning. Starting off with Dominic Espinoza. Fastball low makes it 1-0, and another one that misses down. 2-0.
Well, every time Coon Rapids comes back to take the lead, Champlin comes right back and takes it.
Or in that case, just to tie it.
Right.
Yeah, they've answered in the bottom half of the inning. Both times the Cardinals have been able to produce some runs. It's the bottom part of the order for the Cardinals that has started both of their rallies. This one hit and will skip away from the first baseman. Or did he try and field that with a bare hand? That's Jarrett Tutt at first base now.
take a look at it again. I thought he tried to fleer with the glove, but
Oh, he did.
yeah.
Either way, that's an error.
Yes, it
They
is.
have been. That's just the second error of the game against Champlin Park. Coon Rapids now with 4 in the ball game. Parker Roloff at the plate. Fastball skips off the glove of Fox and all the way to the backstop. Easily over to second on the pass ball is Espinoza.
And that's what Fox has had a pretty good game too behind the plate. That one just popped off his glove, as you mentioned.
Parker Roloff, one of those guys I think is just due. He's got a big bat. Looking to try and help chip away at this one. This one foul and out of play. Count goes to 2-2.
Quick little conversation between Fox and Gupta.
Curveball, another one fouled out of play. We'll try again at 2-2. Curveball dives early, and it takes the count full. Nobody out, a runner at second base. Rebels with a 3-run lead. They've put up crooked numbers in each of the odd innings in this ball game.
That's interesting. Both teams.
Well, Coon Rapids didn't score in the first.
Nope.
That's the difference in the ball game.
That is the difference. Correct. Well, the 2 runs in the first and the
extra run in the
extra
fifth.
one in the fifth.
If you want to be that technical,
well,
Shapiro.
I know you always want to be right on the dot.
Precise.
Yeah.
Throw back, not in time. Espinoza there safely. Talking to Coach Mossy before the game and talking about last night's game and their big come from behind and all the good things that happened, he said, let's just hope that we're a little bit cleaner here tonight.
Right.
And it has not been.
It's not happened.
4 errors in their 5 innings in the field so far. That pitch is high. And a great at-bat for Parker Roloff. He battled, fouled off 3 2-strike pitches, made Gupta throw 9 pitches. By far the longest at-bat he's faced. He's had a couple that have gone deep, but that is the longest at-bat. And it brings up Jackson Fierce. Fierce 2 for 2 has scored twice. Shows bunt, pushes it down the first baseline. Gupta bobbles it on the grab, barehanded, everybody safe.
Yeah, I like that. A good placement on the bunt. Make your pitcher come off the mound and field it. And as you mentioned, Gupta not able to field that baseball, and nobody out. Bases are juiced.
And I'm going to call this a single because even if he fields it cleanly, it might have been a tough throw on that angle.
Agree.
Just took his eye off it for a second, and everybody's safe. Bases loaded, nobody out for Andrew Racine. Racine reached on an error and scored last time up, and this is Patrick Wright instead. And Patrick Wright is another one of the bats in this lineup that can pound the ball underneath the fastball first, 0-1. Off-speed pitch right there. makes it 0-2.
And Gupta needs an out in this situation, but as you mentioned, a great opportunity for Patrick Wright up here.
Third baseman playing in, that's a dangerous idea against a kid who's bad as this hard. Gets a hold of it, you better be ready. That's why they call it the hot corner. I guess he's further back than I thought. From my angle, it looked like he was up touching the grass, but he's almost level with the bag. Not quite as risky
as you thought. He's still in pretty close.
Patrick had a grand slam earlier this season against, I think that was Totino Grace game. I think he's got one other home run. Curveball called a strike, and that's a big strikeout for Gupta.
Huge.
That'll bring up Aaron Young. He's also 2 for 2, but he's going to need to put a little more power on it this time. Curveball caught the corner, called a strike, 0-1. A bunt single and an even shorter single, and that fastball is in for a strike. It's 0-2. One out, bases loaded. Coon Rapids trailing by 3. Gupta trying to get out of a jam here in the 6th. And that is a called third strike, and Young knew it immediately. That's back-to-back punch-outs for Gupta. Came out throwing a lot of strikeouts. Had struck out 5 of the first 6 that he faced. He has now struck out 9 in the game, including those back-to-back ones after loading the bases with nobody out. And Ian Wynn fouls back to first pitch.
If Champlin Park can come away without letting any runs across here in this inning, that's a huge inning for them.
Curveball in, called a strike, 0-2. Wynn 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Also a sacrifice fly in the game. But a big spot right here. Trying not to leave the bases loaded. This one fouled back to the backstop. It'll stay 0-2. Swinging strike 3. So after Coon Rapids able to load the bases with nobody out, 3 straight strikeouts for Gupta gets him out of a jam. His team still leads 8-5 as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzing overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Back at the ballpark as evening sets at Champlin Park High School, and the lights come into full effect. Jennings Jermu, the third pitcher of the ball game for the Cardinals. Big hook gets Camden Fox fishing and gets him an 0-1 count to start. This one hit to center, backing off on it is Wynn. He makes the catch for out number 1.
I hit it to the deep part of center field when just having to back up a little bit to make the catch.
And the Cardinal defenders would like to get a couple of easy outs.
Yes, they would. Get right back to the plate.
Zach Shelby 0 for 2. Except this is Meyer Schmitz. I believe Schmitz first at bat, 0-1. Fastball gets the swinging strike. It's 0-2. And a fastball called third strike. 2 pretty quick outs for Jermu to start his outing.
Well, as you mentioned,
now see if he can do what neither of the other Cardinal pitchers have done, and that is to keep Sam Berg from reaching base. Leadoff man for the Rebels has done a fantastic job. 2 for 2 with a walk. He's got 3 stolen bases, 3 runs scored. A 1 pitch, just outside. No, it was a 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0 count.
They have 1-1 on the scoreboard.
Well, then it is.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he just said 2-0, but it
Oh, it is
sounded like
2-0.
a strike.
It is 2-0.
Sounded like a big strike call
Now it's
on the
3-0.
first pitch. Now it's 3-0. I'm going by the man behind the plate. He put up 2 fingers on his left hand. That typically means 2-0. And now he says 3-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 3-1. And another fastball in there, strike 2, a full count. Curveball in the dirt, ball 4.
Well,
and Berg is aboard for the 4th time.
The walk keeps the inning alive for the Rebels.
Aman Gupta looking for his first hit, but he's only 0 for 1. He's reached base twice with a walk and a hit by pitch. And his courtesy runner is now in the batting order, so I don't know if we'll get a different courtesy runner if he reaches base. Takes a pitch at the shoulders for ball 1. And now outside makes it 2-0.
After a quick 2 outs, struggling to get that third. This pitch there.
Strike makes it 2-1. And a fastball called to strike will even it up. One foul and out of play. Scatters some fans down the third base line.
Yeah, they had to duck a little bit. Ryan Tome, head coach for the Rebels.
Runner is going, pitch is inside. The throw is not in time. It's a full count. Stolen base for Sam Berg. That's his 4th.
Well, he's definitely aggressive on the base paths.
Oh, in fact,
yeah.
He got a great jump
he really
again,
did.
and you can see the throw is in a pretty good spot, but not nearly in time to catch up with Berg after that jump. Another foul out of play by Gupta. It'll stay 3-2 with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rebels already leading by 3, 8-5, trying to add to it, and that is ball 4. And after 2 pretty quick outs for Jennings Jermu to start his inning of relief, back-to-back walks. And Champlin Park trying to get something going. Another guy that they have not been able to keep off the bases is Tanner Thompson. He's 3 for 3. He's scored twice.
Well,
Gupta will run
I was
himself
just going to
this
say
time.
they're not going to run for him.
I was going to say, as Stover is now in the lineup. Pitch down in the dirt. Young got a good piece of it, but skips a long way away, and both runners advance on the wild pitch.
Well, again, you get your body in front of it as a catcher, and Aaron Young did that.
He got a good piece of it.
Got a piece of it. Not much you can do.
Yeah, you can't do much more than that on that particular pitch, but got to keep him there. Jermu able to come back with a strike, even the count 1-1. Jermu backs off the mound. Fastball swung on and missed, and 1-2.
Yeah, the Cardinals just want to get out of this inning. They don't want any more damage, trailing by 3. Yeah, had a couple of quick outs, first 2 outs. Trouble getting that 3rd.
Good scoop there by Yundy. On a pitch down to the dirt, it's 2-2. Because Berg, we know it. With speed at 3rd, it wouldn't have to get far away for him to try and come home. Fastball is just outside, 3-2. I don't know how you take that.
I'm not sure
if
either.
you're Tanner Thompson, but he did. And now a full count. Even he's got a bit of a smile on his face, and he's that can't let that one go again. Full count pitch is down low. And it's 3 straight walks to load the bases with 2 outs. Jermu just wanting it to be dramatic.
Yeah.
But that will draw Coach Mossy out of the dugout and the infield to the mound.
Yeah, I don't know if there is any. We can't, of course, we can't see the bullpen on this side. Not sure if there's any action in the Cardinal bullpen.
Who else they've got that can pitch that isn't out there? Lucas LeBrant could definitely pitch. Parker Roloff, who is playing at first, is quality pitcher. Fierce will do some pitching. Racine started last night, so I doubt we would see him. I think he threw 4 innings last night. Nick Bradley out in left field threw 3 or 4 innings last night, so he probably won't pitch. Tone out in right is definitely another arm that they could bring in. But I see Petrov in the dugout, so if he's not in the cage warming someone up, I don't think they've got anybody going, because if anybody was going to be warming him up, it would be Ricky Petrov, I would assume. Foul long way down the first baseline by Tanner Thompson. Stays alive at 3-2. Oh, I'm sorry. It makes it 0-1. We're at Jeremy Grindle. I forgot he's on base.
That's a nice pitch.
Makes it 0-2. I'll figure this game out eventually.
Well, again, in the Cardinals in this situation too. If they can get this 3rd out without any damage.
Didn't miss by much. 1-2. Jamie Grindle, a single in 3 trips. He's driven in a couple of runs and scored 1. This one on the ground to the right side. Long way over for Fierce, but he gets it over to roll off for out number 3. And both teams leave the bases loaded in the 6th. Still, it's Champlin Park 8, Coon Rapids 5 as we go to the 7th. You're watching Prep Baseball live on CTN.
Are you looking for a fun activity for your school or civic group? Volunteer at the Coon Rapids Recycling Center. The center relies on 2 to 3 volunteers every week to help us manage the recyclables that come in and to guide guests throughout the facility. Special events such as paper shredding or the Green Expo require even more volunteers. Stop in and check us out.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Back at Champlin Park High School, the Rebels with a 3-run lead as we start the 7th. Ricky Petroff will start off for the Cardinals. And we have a new pitcher for the first time, Toby Bovers, taking over on the mound. Great game all around for Aman Gupta.
Yep. Yeah, he really pitched well here tonight.
Pitch down to the dirt, 1-1. Petroff 1 for 3 RBI though. Like to get himself on base and see if he can spark a rally here as we get into the late innings.
We have Jared Tutt over at first base for Champlin Park. Just looking around to see if we have any other changes.
This one chopped and will get fouled, 2-2. Coon Rapids faced a couple of different lefties from Centennial last night. Seems they've seen a lot of left-handed pitching. I'm not sure which game it was. There was another game where they had back-to-back lefties and maybe even 3 lefties in the game.
Nice to have a number of left-handers on your...
Well, and that's the thing. Centennial, I think, had 4 different kids that throw, or Centennial rather, had 4 different kids that throw left-handed. We saw 2 of them pitch last night. I don't think anybody in the Coon Rapids dugout is left-handed tonight. We've had a couple of left-handed kids who have been in the lineup. As the lineup has been a little fluid throughout the season. We've had Jacob Powell, Sam Halverson that have spent some time with the club, but neither of them pitch as lefties. So, or neither of them have pitched for this club this season.
Right.
Anyhow, but yeah, just not a lot of left-handed throwing players in the Coon Rapids organization right now. Manos with a high fly to right field. Over and dropping it is, I'm not sure if that's McIntyre or if who's out there. It's what, 24.
That's
Kyle Ostendorf that drops it. That's going to be an error, and fortunately Petroff able to get over to second base.
Well, and that's just a ball. Obviously, you have to catch right off the side of his glove.
So errors in 3 straight innings for the Rebels now. 2 on, nobody out. Jermu thought about it, but takes it for a strike, 0-1. Good hack at the fastball, but just underneath it, falls it to the backstop, 0-2. Jermu, strikeout victim his first time up. And called out on a pitch that looked inside to Jermu. He doesn't agree, but
yeah, I don't think he did agree. Nonetheless,
I love the strikeout call, though.
I know he's very animated. I love. He's a good official.
Another look at it. Definitely looks inside to the big, tall, right-handed hitter, but diving stop to his right by Camden Fox. That keeps both runners from advancing. The number 4 hitting spot for the Cardinals, 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. That one got away. Both runners are, Petrov scrambles over to second on the pass ball. One and one, the count to Dominic Espinoza. Fox out to communicate with the infield. Of course, you can do a little bit more as far as throwing out runners when you have a 3-run lead versus when you're 3 runs behind. Pitch way up high and quick look down to third and not going to test it. Inside, 3-1.
Yeah, a bit of a tough situation here. I mean, obviously the 3-run lead helps, but we got 1 out and runners on the corners, and Cardinals are threatening.
Throw over to first, and sliding back safely is Manos. Runners at the corners with 1 out. A 3-1 pitch from Bovers is up high. No, called strike.
Called a strike, yeah.
And the count is full. Runner is going, pitches up high. That's strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bovers. 2 in scoring position now for the Cardinals.
The big second out for Champlin Park. They obviously have that. They're nursing that 3-run lead, and they want to keep it that way.
Well, in the last inning, Coon Rapids got the first 3 guys on base, loaded them up, and then 3 straight strikeouts for Bovers. And now they get an error that puts 2 runners on with nobody out. They move them both into scoring position, but back-to-back strikeouts. And Bover is trying to get out of it without any damage. That one bounces off the end of his glove. He's able to get to it, throw over to first. And a good stretch over there by Tutt for out number 3. And Coon Rapids leaves 2 in scoring position. No runs, no hits, 2 left. It's still 8-5 Champlin Park, middle of 7. Get up and stretch.
Roll over. Chance high 5. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Back at the ballpark, Champlin Park, an 8-5 lead. Jennings Jermu, his second inning in relief. Big hooking curveball to start the batter out 0-1. This is Justice Knight, his second at bat, swinging strike, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, and the Cardinals coming here in their in the bottom half of the seventh certainly would like a quick inning, as they're starting to get closer to the end of this contest.
And a 3-pitch strikeout. That's how Jermu likes to start. But you know, he got 2 quick outs to start his first inning in relief, and then we went to anxiety time, loaded up the bases before getting a ground out to leave him full. A lot of lost opportunity by both of these teams as far as leaving guys on base in scoring position. This is Jarrett Tutt. I believe it's his first at bat.
I believe it is as well.
Behind on the fastball, and now down in the dirt. And a good stop, but not to worry, nobody on base. This one skied out of play. It'll move to 1-2. Would it go off?
I couldn't see.
It hit something.
Oh, it hit a bike. That'll leave a mark.
Hey, as long as it hits the right part of the bike.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure it'll be okay. And a big swinging strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts for Jermu. Start the ball game. Or start the inning, I should say.
Hey, you couldn't ask for anything better. A couple of strikeouts to start here in the bottom of the seventh.
I'll bring up Dylan DeLong. First pitch, single hop to short. Racine's throw is a little low, but a good dig by Roloff for out number 3. And that is the first time in the ball game that the Rebels have been retired in order. It took until the 7th inning, but they don't go down quickly. Still, they lead 8-5 as we head to the 8th. You're watching Prep Baseball live on CTN.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
It's Row. They call it Queen's Row.
They will be glad to know you referenced that.
Absolutely.
It is Queen's Row. Well, this is the part of the order that has sparked the rallies for the Cardinals in both of their innings where they scored runs. Jackson Fierst is 3 for 3. Love that out of your number 7 hitter. And that's going to not fall. Good job coming in to make the catch by Clayton Caswell.
Well,
Hit on a line. It was hit well.
He hesitated
I
too at first.
Yeah, and I thought it might drop, but Caswell able to get in on it. And a relatively quick out to start the 8th for the Cardinals. Starting to run out of outs. Andrew Racine. Fastball in the dirt, 1-0. Racine looking for his first hit, reached on an error and scored a run in the 5th. That one's right there for him, and he keeps the bat on his shoulder. It's 1-1. Bover's in his second inning of relief. And he gets ahead in the count 1-2.
Yeah, nice fastball.
Similar to Gupta, he gets up and throws.
Yep. Yeah, he doesn't waste any time between pitches.
Well, and that helps with not only the pitcher's rhythm, but it keeps the batters from getting comfortable in the box. He gets called third strike for out number 2. And that'll bring Yun to the plate. Yun 2 for 3. Punched out last time up. Takes that one high and wide, 1-0. That one's down in the dirt, 2-0. Two hits in the ball game, neither went more than 25 feet.
I was just going to say that. Hey, doesn't matter how you get on.
That's exactly right.
Especially with his speed.
Long delay on that call, and called a strike, 2-1. Two and two.
Just keeping it that low part of the zone.
Got to battle here and protect the plate. And no, called out on strikes for the second straight at bat. And back-to-back punch-outs for Bovers and 2 1-3 innings. And a couple of words for the umpire from Matt Mossy, the coach, as he walks by, talking about the size of the strike zone. But either way, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Champlin leading Coon Rapids 8-5.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
So between innings, a conversation about the size of the strike zone and a warning for the Coon Rapids coaching staff. First pitch here in the bottom half, drilled down the line by Kyle Ostendorf, but just foul.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a conversation, just clarifying some things.
Well, and I'm sure there was, again, a warning. It's,
yeah.
You know, arguing balls and strikes with the umpire, it's hard. It's a hard argument to win.
It's very, very rarely do you win that argument.
And unfortunately, more often than not, just by making a mention of it, makes the calls go not so much in your favor.
Yeah, I would think.
Now, I have, in the past, been known to question officials' calls.
Oh, come on.
It has
only
happened
at hockey,
once or
only
twice.
at hockey games.
Yeah. I would say that strike zone seemed awfully large in the top half of this inning.
Yeah,
as long as it stays large in the bottom half, then you know, I've always said it's, you know, as long as you're consistent,
yep,
I'm fine with it.
Yep.
But at the same time, at this level, you want to make sure that you're not tempting guys to swing at pitches out of the zone. They're, you know, they want to be learning what pitches are the pitches they should swing at.
Correct.
And if you're giving them strikes that are way outside or way low or way high for that matter or way inside,
It's just inconsistency.
It just it forces them into a position where they feel they have to swing at pitches that they really shouldn't.
Correct.
But for the most part, he's done a fine job.
Yes.
This one on a hop, got away from Racine into the outfield. And Camden Fox is aboard at first with one away.
You see it again. It's hit sharply, trying to backhand it. Just not able to get the glove on it.
What's your ruling? I'll let you make the ruling. Put the pressure on you.
It's an error. What do you think?
I would also call that an error. I'd already marked it an error. I was just giving you a chance to feel good.
You do every game. Thanks. I feel so better. So much better now. Thank you.
Schmitz at the plate. His second at bat. Big swinging strike. 0-1. So 5th error of the game for the Cardinals.
Well, you talked about errors last night, errors here tonight. That's too many.
Great curveball right there from Jermu, called for a strike. Gets him ahead, and they count 0-2. And I don't want to harp on the officiating, and I like I said, I think he's done a nice job. I thought some of those, the strike zone got a little big at times. I really all game long on both sides.
Yep.
I'm not going to question that. But
called the same way.
Yeah, and what's the point I was going to make?
Who knows?
Oh, about coach questioning it.
Yeah.
It's really a good thing to see a coach do that, because then that gives their players confidence that their coach is going to stand up for them. High fly ball to right center, easy play for Manos, and that is out number 2. That was the only reason I brought it back up, is that I liked it. You know, Mossy wasn't overly demonstrative. Certainly didn't get himself kicked out. But by talking to him about it and making a point of it, he's showing the guys, you know, I've got your back. And, you know, some of those pitches I don't want you swinging at, because those aren't good pitches.
Right. Even
Back
though
to
they're
the
called
top
strikes.
of the order. Can they erase Sam Bird? Throw from the knees by Young, not in time. Good jump by Camden Fox. And he is over at second base, except that is not Camden Fox. No. That is Cameron Stover, who's doing the running for him. This one hit to center. In on it is Wynn, and that is out number 3. So Rebels get a runner on an error, but leave them stranded. Still, they lead 8-5 as we go to the 9th. You're watching live high school baseball on CTN.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
Sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
Ballpark. Bover is trying to finish it off. He's got 4 strikeouts in his 2 innings of relief, has not given up a run. Going for the 3-inning save here. He'll face the top of the order. Ian Wynn shows bunt, takes a pitch low, 1-0.
Cardinals trail by 3. Got to try and manufacture some things, get base runners, quite obviously.
Wynn 1 for 3 with an RBI double, scored a run. He also had a sacrifice fly, and he's going to beat that one out on an error by the first baseman to start the inning.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to get that Ian Wynn on that play because he is so fast down the line.
I mean, it should have been an easy routine play,
absolutely.
but it skipped out of the glove of Tut as he turned toward the bag, and by the time he recovered it, there was no way. And now Nick Bradley. Bradley played the hero last night. He was 2 for 2. Came in, he threw some nice, had a couple of nice innings pitching, but he was 2 for 2, including driving in the game-winning run in the bottom of the 9th inning. A walk-off single. Frozen by the curveball. It's 0-1, and they throw over and win back safely. Runner is off. Pitch is a ball. Sliding in safely is Wynn. At least I assume it's a ball. I did not hear a strike call.
And he didn't need a good jump, but he got a good jump.
But he pretty fast.
Yeah.
So they put it up as 0-2. Let's see the umpire's signal. That one hit him. And he will get a free base. So it doesn't really matter if it was 1-1 or 0-2. Bradley is aboard, and the tying run will come to the plate in Antonio Manos. Fastball is there for a strike, 0-1. Tone's the kind of guy that can tie the game with the swing of a bat. So a chop foul. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Rebels trying to hang on to that lead, and Coon Rapids is not making it easy for him here in the top half of the 9th. Nobody out. Runners at first and second, and as you mentioned, pretty good hitter at the plate.
This one hit to third on a couple of hops. They'll get the lead out and throw across for the double play. And the Cardinals down to their final out.
That was a big play in the field for Champlin Park. Started by Sam Berg. This hit down to the third baseline. He made the nice pickup, tagged the bag, and a nice strong throw across the diamond to get the out.
And Jack Varsity will re-enter. He was 0 for 2 when he was replaced in the lineup by Jennings Jermu. This one chopped to the left side. Scoop on the run, the throw in time. And the Rebels will hold on for the win.
Yeah, a nice win for Champlin Park. They've did a really nice job of increasing that lead. Started off this game with a couple of runs in the first and didn't look back.
Never trailed.
Nope, never trailed.
Oh no, they did. They were 3 to 2.
3 to 2. Yep.
For less than a half inning.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is the new handshake, just the tip of the cap between dugouts to maintain social distancing, but always want to win, but any baseball is better than no baseball.
That is correct. Glad that we're here watching some baseball.
And we've got softball on the agenda for Wednesday night this week.
Second chance to see the 16 and under softball squad.
The Minnesota Sox.
The Sox, correct.
And we'll have that action for you live, as well as replayed on CTN, as well as all of our online media. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Saying good night.